Hi friends, today we are going to focus on reviewing how to tell time on a clock. Now we know that a clock is made up of hours and minutes, that the numbers around the clock start at 1 and end at the top with 12. We're going to look at the hands on our clock first. That's where things get tricky because sometimes we have a hard time remembering which hand is which. I have a little chant for you that I'm going to teach you to help you know the difference. So let's use our bodies. Get your hands like this, and then we say, the minute is long and the hour is short. The minute is long and the hour is short. So when we look at the hands on our clock, the minute is long and the hour is short. I want you to try with me. Get your hands ready. 1, 2, 3. The minute is long and the hour is short. The minute is long and the hour is short. Pause. Our second step in telling time is knowing which hour and which minute we're on. So we know that when that hour hand is pointing to the number, that's the hour that it's in. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And I knew this was the hour hand because the minute is long and the hour is short. So this would then be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and all the way around. Now when our minute hand moves, it's talking about the 60 minutes that are in that hour. Notice the color is blue. The way we use this Montessori clock is we fill in the circle around the clock to count our minutes. So I'm going to put this 5 bead right here between the 12 and the 1, and that shows 5 minutes. 5, and we skip count by 5s all around the clock. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. But when we get to the top, we say, oh, clock. Now, there's a song that I learned that I share with my students. It talks about the 4 points around the clock. I'm only going to focus on the 12 and the 6 for now. So I'm going to remove these beads because we're only talking about the whole hour and the half an hour. So the song goes like this. When the minute's on the top, it's o'clock. Can you say that with me? Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. When the minute's on the top, it's o'clock. Now, we have another verse for the 3, but we'll wait for that for a later lesson. And then down here at the bottom, we say, when the minute's on the 6, and then you have to get your voice as scary and deep as you can because you're at the bottom of the clock. You're going to say 30. So, when the minute's on the 6, it's 30. So try to make your deepest sound. Okay, so let's try it with me. When the minute's on the 6, it's 30. So we'll do both lines. When the minute's on the top, it's o'clock. When the minute's on the 6, it's 30. Now, also keep in mind, we're going to practice this a little bit. I'm going to look at the whole hours first. When the minute's on the top, it's o'clock. So my hour hand is now going to move around. I am at 1 o'clock. I am at 2 o'clock. I am at all the way around 7 o'clock. Because when the minute's on the top, it's o'clock. Things get a little trickier when that minute hand starts to move because it is starting to work through the hour. So when that minute hand comes down here to the 6, It is halfway through the hour. It's halfway through the hour. So, remember, we get in our deep voice for that one. It's 30. And I'm going to unscrew this a little bit so I can get my plastic in. Plastic piece. There it sits. It's 30. So now, it's kind of like your birthday. A lot of you watching, you might be 7, but close to 8. You want to tell people that you're 8 already, but you haven't had your birthday. That's how the hours work too. They have to have their birthday at the o'clock before it counts. So, when I'm looking at this, let's pretend that this is 7. It's the 7 o'clock. It's been here and it's passed and it's going. Your hour hand is going to start to move and it's going to find its way halfway between 7 and 8. And this can be tricky because some kids really want it to be 8. But it's not up at that o'clock, so it's not time. It hasn't had its birthday yet, that 8 o'clock time. So it's 7:30. If you need to remember, you can draw an imaginary line with your finger. What hour has this hour hand passed? It has passed the 7. Has it passed the 8? Nope, it hasn't. So it's 7:30. Let's look over here. In this case, we're halfway through the hour. It is not 9 o'clock. It's 9:30. You see, if I draw that imaginary line here between the 9 and the 10, it hasn't gotten to 10 yet, so we have to wait. Let's try this one. What time would it be on my clock if I had it like this? That's right. It would be 1, because I've passed the 1:30. Let's try another one. How about this one? The answer would be 4:30. Now, let's do a follow-up.